The proposal that almost wasn't. Years ago, I, 30 at the time, had recently gotten out of a relationship with my ex. It wasn't pretty, but I did emerge from it in a pretty good spot. I had bought a house, I was feeling good, and life just overall was good. I had popped onto Bumble and Tinder at the time, and very quickly matched with this gorgeous lady, 27 at the time. It took a few days, but I finally managed to get her number, and our conversation took off almost immediately. I asked her on a date, and she, for whatever reason, said yes. We did have to wait a couple of weeks as she had children and needed to find a babysitter, and so we agreed 2 Saturdays from then, we'd go on our first date. We both seemed incredibly nervous and had to wait for the date, so for the first time, we spoke on the phone. Let me tell you, we talked for literal hours with each phone call. Even before the date, I could tell you that she was something special. After 2 weeks, it was time for the date. I got off work and headed to the sushi place where we were to meet at. Walking to the front of the restaurant, and I was greeted by the most beautiful woman I had ever seen in my life. Her pictures didn't hold a candle to her in person. During the date, we ate sushi and talked and had a good time. After we finished, we walked to her car and sat for 2 hours, just talking about everything until midnight approached and we had to say our goodbyes. We exchanged hugs and almost kissed but didn't, and went about our way. Once we both got home, we let the other know we had made it home, and that was the first date. The next day I woke up and attempted to talk to her, and while she was talking, the responses seemed slow and off, almost as if the date hadn't happened. Now, I've never been good at reading women or knowing when someone was into me. I almost entirely blame my autism on that. But I truly felt like we had connected, and that she seemed to really enjoy herself. I told myself not to worry about it. After all, this particular day was Mother's Day, and she's got a mom, is a mom, and her sister is a mom, so I'd imagine she'd be busy. I gave her space, hoping we could have a conversation again. The following day was more of the same. I began to think that it wasn't going anywhere, or if I had said something. I began to think that it wasn't going anywhere, or if I had said something. Then on Tuesday, at work, I'm talking to one of my coworkers about the date and told them of my confusion about the aftermath over the last few days. Randomly in the afternoon, I got a text message from her. She said she had enjoyed her time and wanted to see me again, but she understood if I no longer wanted to talk to her since she hasn't heard much from me. I was confused as over the last couple of days, the one thought on my mind was being able to see her again. We agreed to a second date and I found out she was in fact sending me text messages. And I myself was sending her texts, but our phones were having issues delivering the text to each other, which was a big misunderstanding to the both of us. This explained why her responses were slow, and from her perspective, my responses were slow or never delivered. Following that conversation, we went on a second date. We finally shared our first kiss, and towards the end of the second date, sitting by the fire watching the flames dance across her face, I realized that I in fact loved her, though it would be about a month before I ever actually said it. 3.5 years later, I proposed to her at that very spot, and we have a wedding planned for a little less than a year from now. With our phones having issues at the time with the delivering and receiving text messages, if her text had never delivered, I would have left her alone and never got the chance to propose to her. I, now 34M, and her, now 31F, have lived together for over 2 years and have a child between us, plus my 2 bonus children that came along with her. It's been a wild 4 years with her, and to this day, I catch myself falling in love with her over and over again.